When it comes to former Governor Andrew Cuomo's massive taxpayer-funded legal fees, there are new numbers just out, and we've got them. He may be out of office, but he's not out of money. That's because you keep giving it to him, to the tune of tens of millions of dollars. The latest total that we have just obtained from the state controller's office right there, almost exactly $60 million to cover Cuomo costs. And you better believe you paid for it. As you pay your monthly bills, we've got a few you missed. You're paying the legal bills for former Governor Andrew Cuomo.
Good morning.
Accused of sexual harassment and other transgressions, Cuomo is using you to fund his defenses on several fronts, and there's nothing you or the state can do about it.
Well, it's a lot of money.
According to official records from the office of New York State Controller Tom DiNapoli, from January 1, 2020 to April 21 of this year, taxpayers have spent $18.2 million for Governor Cuomo and former executive office staffers in defense costs for sexual harassment allegations. Here's the bulk of it. $8.6 million of your taxpayer dollars have gone toward the sexual harassment lawsuit brought by a female state trooper. $9.2 million for the case brought by accuser Charlotte Bennett.
It's not an issue of my feelings. It's an issue of his actions.
New York just settled one case brought by Bennett, and Bennett dropped her federal lawsuit because she says Cuomo was using that lawsuit to harass and humiliate her and her family. Erica Vladimir is the co-founder of the Sexual Harassment Working Group.
Cuomo is using this money to continue to harass and retaliate and intimidate the women that he was already found to have harassed, retaliate, and intimidate, while many of them were working in his administration. And that is a violation of the way that taxpayer dollars should be used.
Section 17 of the New York State Public Officers Law allows these legal expenses to be covered. Also having her legal fees paid for by you in the Bennett and unnamed female trooper cases, former Cuomo top aide Melissa DeRosa.
A woman has the right to come forward and express her opinion and express issues and concerns that she has, but it's just not true.
The Cuomo legal fees do not end with those two sexual harassment cases. There's another $11.7 million to cover attorneys dealing with the Cuomo impeachment proceedings and investigations into COVID deaths at nursing homes. And there is just over $28 million spent by various state entities who had to investigate Cuomo for all the alleged harassment, more of his COVID response, and his $5 million book deal in the midst of the COVID crisis.
So when you accumulate it all, it's obviously tens of millions of dollars. Money that no doubt could be, spent on more useful purposes. But you do have to give the defense, in this case, the benefit of the doubt that they're entitled to the legal services.
New York State Senate Deputy Majority Leader Michael Gianaris is a Democrat, just like Cuomo.
We're just throwing taxpayer money at people who are alleged to have done some pretty horrible things.
He wants to change the law that allows for all these legal expenses to be paid for by you, the taxpayer.
So the idea is if someone gets accused of something in their official capacity, the state should defend them in case they didn't actually do it, etc. But a lot of these incidents involve actions that are personal in nature. Sexual harassment has nothing to do with whether you're acting in an official capacity or not, or whether you're the governor or not. These are very personal allegations about someone's personal conduct.
The Comptroller's office has been able to reject some of the legal contracts from Cuomo and his executive office. A Cuomo spokesperson tells me taxpayers will not be paying for Cuomo's defamation lawsuit against Charlotte Bennett. He also says in a lawsuit involving the female state trooper, Cuomo's team is suing her for attorney's fees that, if awarded, would be returned to the New York State taxpayers. We can tell you Cuomo is suing the state Comptroller's office right now, though, to get even more legal expenses covered.